Go SpaceX, go Falcon, go NASA.
It's finally time for NS-36, which is set to launch from our West Texas site with a crew that has been dreaming of this moment. I'm Tabitha Lipkin.
And I'm Alice Watts.
And we are so excited to welcome you all to New Shepard's 15th human flight.
The human need to explore is deep within all of us. Our ancestors crossed mountain ranges, sailed open oceans to map new lands, and sought out the unknown, while always looking to the stars. We're curious, and now we're at a place where we can pioneer new horizons. Now is the time.
Shepard has cleared the tower.
Look at our beautiful Earth, you guys.
To open the promise of space to all.
Guys, we're doing it!
And lay the way for generations to come. When our descendants look to the stars, they'll remember this time. When they reflect on where it started, they'll remember this place. And when they honor those first explorers who said, "Let's go," they'll remember these bold steps. We are of blue origin. And this is just the beginning.
Hey friends, as I mentioned, I'm Tabitha Lipkin, and I am joined today by our incredible Alice Watts. Now, Alice, this is actually the third time that you and I have gotten to be on the desk together. It is always a pleasure. But since the last time we hosted together, you have gone from the new Shepard team and you have joined the new Glenn team.
That's right. Yeah, it's great to be here, Tabitha. Stoked to be here for today's launch. I am on New Glenn now, and I think we'll see a little bit about New Glenn's next launch soon. So always exciting things going on at Blue. But the reason we are here today is for our 36th mission overall, our 15th human flight, and our 8th New Shepard mission just this year.
That's right. And for our viewers at home, I want to talk about how New Shepard offers everyone, we're talking everyone young and old, a life-changing experience. We have successfully flown the youngest and the oldest astronauts across the Kármán line. Why do we do it? Well, it really shifts their perspective about Earth's fragility and why it needs to be preserved. This distinguished crew, which you can see right there, getting into the capsule, getting settled in, of NS-36, it includes Jeff Elgin, Dana Karaskova, Clint Kelly III, Aaron Newman, Vitaly Ostrovsky, and an undisclosed 6th crew member who asked to remain anonymous until after the flight.
And if one of those names sounded familiar, you're probably remembering Clint Kelly, who flew originally back on NS-22 back in August, and today is his second time flying with us. Welcome back, Clint. We are so excited to have you.
Yeah, and we're so excited to hopefully hear from him after the flight as well and know a little bit more about what the second round of the experience was like. We're going to have more on the crew of NS-36 coming up shortly, but right now, as you see, our astronauts, they're getting settled into the crew capsule for today's flight. So let's actually talk about what the crew has been up to.
Yeah, let's take a look.
It's been a pretty exciting past couple of days for them. They get, of course, to Astronaut Village about T-3 days out. They go through astronaut training. They spend a lot of time together. This morning, they left Astronaut Training Center. They got in those Rivians that you see there, and they head out to the launch site. As they get to the launch site, they get to go up, they walk across the bridge, they ring a bell. While they're doing that, they're thinking about themselves, they're thinking about their hopes, their dreams, the people that they're ringing this bell for, their family members, their loved ones. You can see them right there. There's Dana ringing the bell. And then they get situated into the capsule and the moment of truth arrives. Oh, I'm so happy to see Clint there as well. Second time around. We got to start like a second timer's jacket or something.
Yeah.
Kind of like on
Another
SNL.
patch.
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty cool. And as we mentioned, they're in the crew capsule right now, awaiting the launch of NS-36. So in this moment, we're actually going to toss it over to the rocket, let you sit with the rocket just for a second as we wait for our comms check.
Capsule 7 ready for Eco Standby.
Capsule starting Eco Standby. Flight 7 Capsule, good standby.
Copy.
So as we mentioned, we are awaiting them doing the comms check. Today, our capsule communicator is Laura Stiles. For now, what we're going to do, they're working on that audio just a little bit for us. I'm going to let you know when that comms check is a go. It might be happening while we're talking about something else, but I will keep
Capcom
you guys
7 ready for
posted.
astronaut com check.
Oh, This might be perfect timing. Let's hand it back over to Laura Stiles.
Blue Origin Mission Control. Good morning, Space Nomads, and welcome aboard the RSS First Step. Let's get started with a comm check. As a reminder, please turn your head to the right toward the headrest mic. Newman, comm check.
Control Newman, loud and clear.
Copy. Rocket Man. Copy. Astronaut Clint.
Full control, astronaut Clint, reaching 5 authority.
Copy. Astronaut Ostrovsky, comm check. Copy. Portal 1. Copy. And Astronaut Lewis.
Blue Control, astronaut Lewis.
Comm checks are complete. Stand by while I report to the flight director.
We've just heard our astronauts have received confirmation that their comm systems are working. Everyone in the cabin is good to go for today's flight. Now, our crew member sevens, those are our astronaut trainers. They're going to continue getting them ready and all situated for today's flight. And every crew has a special crew name that they develop during training as they get to know each other. And as you just heard Laura Stiles call them, the Space Nomads. That is the crew name that they came up with this week.
Which I think is very fitting for this crew. If you're just joining us, we're about T-minus 21 minutes from New Shepard's 15th human flight, 8th mission this year. This is NS-36. It feels so good to say that. And this is my favorite part of the webcast. This is where we really get to introduce you to the crew of NS-36. And we are going to start out in seat number 1.
In our first seat, we have Aaron Newman. Aaron is a serial entrepreneur and explorer. He's founded 5 successful software startups, authored multiple books, and holds 6 patents. As an explorer, he has traveled to the stern of the Titanic, descended to the Mariana Trench, and twice attempted to summit Everest. He founded Exploring Our Deep World, which is a non-profit organization advancing education, conservation, scientific research, and exploration of Earth's deep waters.
He is also a proud U.S. Army veteran of the First Gulf War. Aaron serves on the board of TAPS, which is Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, and the Strong National Museum of Play. He is also the father of 2 children who we'd like to give a shout out to, Thomas and Evelyn. In seat number 2, we have our undisclosed astronaut that does wish to remain anonymous until after today's flight. So I'm moving on to seat number 3, and returning for round 2, we have Dr. Clint Kelly III. Clint is an electrical engineer with a Bachelor of Science from Duke University and a PhD from the University of Michigan, who led the government and industry R&D in computer science and robotics. Now, at DARPA back in 1984, he launched the Autonomous Land Vehicle Project, kind of catalyzing today's driverless cars.
That's right. And in addition to all of that, Clint has already flown on New Shepard. We'll see right there is a picture of him on his first flight. What an epic photo.
It's a great one.
Of him with the beautiful Earth in the background.
Big smile.
Oh my gosh, incredible photo. And so on top of all of this, he's also conducted space sensing research for national security. He funds university rocket teams and has served on corporate boards and university advisory councils. Now with his wife, he has photographed wildlife on every continent, from big cats and polar bears to all 21 penguin species, and authored a 486-page penguin book.
We got to read that.
Yeah, we do. In seat number 4, we have Vitaly Ostrovsky. Vitaly is a Ukrainian businessman, hotel and real estate investor, systems analyst, web developer, and relentless globetrotter. Over the past decade, he has lived in more than 100 countries on every continent, roaming from the Arctic Circle to the ice of Antarctica.
He applies a systems mindset to business and technology while building and investing in hospitality and property ventures. And now he's set his sights on the next frontier. Do you guys know what that is? That's right, it is space, pursuing a journey that extends his life of exploration beyond Earth. Let's talk about seat number 5. We have Dana Karaskova. Now, Dana has more than 25 years of experience in media distribution and events. She's co-founded Portals, a multimodal ecosystem that features digital self-regulation tools that fuse both art and science. A visionary and hands-on creator, she turns bold ideas into reality.
She is a lifelong mountaineer and has summited Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Elbrus as expressions of her inner strength. She now looks to space, not as entertainment, but as a transformative frontier where human evolution begins within each of us and extends beyond our world. And last, in seat number 6, we have Jeff Elgin. Jeff has been an executive in the franchise industry for over 40 years. He founded FranChoice in 2000, building it into a premier franchisee referral network with offices across the United States. FranChoice guides aspiring owners to the franchise search, matching them with opportunities that fit both their goals and their strengths.
He says he's driven by passion for helping others realize their dreams. Jeff has grown FranChoice into a resource that has assisted more than 500,000 people over the past 25 years in pursuing business ownership and the American dream. What an incredible crew. We have the Space Nomads there for you, but let's talk about the NS-36 mission patch, which pays homage to the crew and Blue Origin's vision.
Yeah, let's take a look. The symbols there on the patch include the moon and the earth. Those symbolize the future of space travel and commerce for Clint Kelly III. The mountains of Kazakhstan hold significant meaning for Dana Karaskova, reminding her that she is part of something greater than herself.
The starry skies over the field symbolizes the skies over Ukraine, where Vitaly Ostrovsky is from. The anchor symbolizes Aaron Newman's passion for exploration, scientific research, and ocean conservation. And the Mercury capsule, that represents Alan Shepard's flight and Jeff Elgin's dream of space travel being fulfilled. And one of the most significant aspects of a New Shepard flight is its profound effect on the astronauts who experience it and the ripple impact it has on their lives and the lives of those around them. This transformative experience is often referred to as the overview effect.
So the overview effect is really a cognitive shift reported by many astronauts who have viewed the Earth from space. This phenomenon encompasses a range of emotional and intellectual reactions, including a sense of unity, having the ability to observe the Earth without national borders, which then fosters a deeper sense of global unity. Fragility of the Earth, many astronauts report that the thin layer of atmosphere and the finite resources become starkly apparent when they're looking out the windows. This helps emphasize the need for environmental stewardship. And of course, personal transformation. Astronauts report a profound change in their perspective on life, leading to a greater appreciation for the planet and a renewed sense of purpose back here on Earth.
And that's such a huge part of what we do here. The impact a New Shepard flight has on astronauts after their journey aboard is more than a physical adventure. It is a journey of self-discovery and profound insight. The experience is reported that it often leads to heightened sense of awareness, a greater consciousness of global issues such as climate change, poverty, and conflict, inspirational leadership. Many return with a renewed mission to contribute positively to society, often becoming advocates for space exploration and environmental causes. And finally, emotional reconnaissance. Seeing the beauty and the fragility of Earth from space can evoke powerful emotions, leading to a deeper connection with the planet.
And one astronaut who can speak to this one quite well, you might recognize, is William Shatner.
Yeah, hear from him directly about his experience.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. I can't believe this. Everybody in the world needs to see. There is Mother Earth and comfort, but what you see is black. Oh, God. I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it. What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. Jeez. Oh my God. It was unbelievable. Oh, I'm telling you.
And it is always so emotional to hear directly from William Shatner about his experience. When he tears up, I start to tear up. And right now, you are looking at 6 astronauts seated in the New Shepard crew capsule awaiting the flight of NS-36. And New Shepard has flown 75 humans above the Kármán line to date. That is 11% of all people above the Kármán line. After the mission, the total number of people flown on New Shepard will be 80, including 6 who have flown twice.
6 flying twice, that's a whole capsule's worth. That's because New Shepard offers the astronauts a life-changing shift in perspective. And we are now operating 2 human-rated vehicles to better meet all of that customer demand. And of course, safety is our highest value. We have built redundancy into every safety system on board.
And New Shepard is fully reusable. Its engine is fueled by highly efficient liquid oxygen and hydrogen. During flight, the only byproduct is water vapor. There are no carbon emissions.
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible vehicle whose systems have flown 35 times, and today will mark number 36.
That's right. And now that you have met our crew, let's actually send it back over to the rocket. Let's sit with New Shepard NS-36 on the pad. We are just under T-minus 12 minutes to launch.
First step, blue control. You should see the blue escape-enabled light on your crew alert panel. Remember,
You are watching a beautiful sunrise over West Texas, and NS-36 New Shepard is on the pad. Really quickly, as we are about T-minus 10.5 minutes, we want to reintroduce you to the crew, which is Jeff Elgin, Dana Karaskova, Clint Kelly III, Aaron Newman, Vitaly Ostrovsky, and an undisclosed 6th crew member. Now, if you didn't know, all the avionics on New Glenn were tested on New Shepard before we flew our orbital vehicle for the first time back in January. And if you take a look on your screen, we will be able to show you something for the first time this morning. We put this out on social media. And what are we looking at, Alice?
We're taking a look here at New Glenn's first stage, whose name is Never Tell Me the Odds, which is an ode to Star Wars. This is our second booster, and it's on the move this morning at the Cape, heading to our integration facility.
That's right. It is hot off the press. Some of that footage coming in during the wee hours of the morning. And next up for New Glenn is the vehicle hot fire, with launch coming soon thereafter. And it is beautiful to see Never Tell Me the Odds out on the move.
What an incredible vehicle. Just the scale of it when you look at it compared to all the people and the trucks, and oh my goodness. Can't wait to see that thing vertical and ready for launch here very soon.
Yeah, but right now you are tuning in to NS-36. You can see in the bottom corner of your screen, we are making our way to the planned liftoff time. Now, next up, we're going to be hearing from Mission Control to hear that go, no-go poll. That's going to be coming up here shortly. So let's actually take a moment, toss it back over to the vehicle, and wait for that poll.
Reactor on Channel 1 and UHF with the go pole for terminal count and launch. Capsule.
Go.
Booster.
Go.
Ground.
Go.
Inco.
Go.
Safety.
Go.
Capcom.
Go.
Engineering.
Go.
This is the flight director. New Shepard is go for launch. Booster, commence the terminal count.
Wilco.
Now that poll is always so great to hear. It means all systems are checked and ready to go for launch. Now, a flight on New Shepard, let's talk about what it means for an individual who actually gets strapped into that capsule and goes across the Kármán line. It changes the trajectory of one's life.
Yeah, let's hear directly from Katya Echezarreta of how her mission changed her life.
I just went to space as the first woman from Mexico.
My flight really truly was the catalyst for everything that I've done since then. Since my flight, one of the most important things for me was developing a nonprofit called Fundación Espacial. We aim to develop and create space-related training educational opportunities for students who are studying in Mexico. I have met with 2 Mexican presidents. We've been able to work on the development of a plan for aerospace in Mexico moving forward. I truly think that the work that we are doing is changing a country. You think you understand what it's like to live a day until you leave this planet, until you see the blackness of space or the blue of our atmosphere. And that's like being born again.
Exactly. You heard what a great experience flying on New Shepard is for our previous Astros like William Shatner and Katya Echezarreta. Now, take a look on your screen, and we want to tell you a little bit more about the flight profile. We want to go into depth on that for a second.
That's right. New Shepard is a suborbital flight and a fantastic way to experience space. It's a simple parabolic flight, straight up and straight back down. Let's take a look at the graphic here on your screen. We launch from our West Texas desert at Launch Site 1, where we take off and gain speed and altitude rapidly as we climb to the Kármán line. We then have main engine cutoff, and shortly thereafter, separation, where the booster and the capsule separate and continue on their parabolic flight. During this time, the astronauts are experiencing 0G. They get about 3 minutes of 0G. Meanwhile, the booster is descending rapidly back down to the launch pad, the landing pad, I'm sorry. This is where the aerodynamic surfaces deploy. We have engine relight and the legs pop out, and we have a clean landing on our landing pad. Now the capsule continues its flight, reaching apogee above the Kármán line. At that point, the astronauts get back in their seats and come back down for a easy landing that is aided by the drogue parachutes, which pull out the main parachutes that you will see here on your screen. Those will reef and create a nice soft touchdown with the assistance of our retro thrust system for that beautiful landing. That is what we can expect today on our flight.
Our space nomads, they are locked in. They are so excited for this moment. They've been dreaming of crossing the Kármán line, and today is the day. And I also really like this graphic because it kind of shows you the movement of everything all at once to see New Shepard's parabolic flight. Now, after the Astros land, as I've kind of alluded to, we have something special for you. We're hoping to be chatting with a couple of our astronauts, including Clint Kelly III, going up for the second time today. What a special day it is for him. There it is, New Shepard on the pad out in West Texas. We're at about T-minus 3 minutes from launching this rocket, and this is pretty exciting stuff. This is my favorite time, really, as we inch closer, and all of the excitement really builds for our crew, who has been sitting in there for the past 20 minutes, and they're ready to go, and we are ready to go as well. Now, coming up in about 30 seconds is when we're going to see our bit checks, which are our built-in tests. Now, do you want to talk a little bit more about what they're going to see, Alice?
Yeah, let's take a look here on your screen. We're looking at the vehicle. Those astronauts, like you said, are strapped in there. We are doing some of our final checks. We should see some of them on the screen here shortly. They will, some of them we can see, some of them we can't, but there are some automated test sequences that we are running as we prepare for liftoff today. You will see some aft fin checks. Those aft fins are at the base of the rocket. They help to steer the vehicle on ascent and on descent. We also typically see the engine nozzle gimbal sometimes. It's hard to see with the video, but we always run the engine nozzle gimbaling test. This helps maneuver the rocket and make sure everything's good to go.
That's right. We're starting to hear more and more of mission control.
1 minute, 50 seconds.
There we go. They're going to be chiming in throughout the flight all morning, keeping us updated on what's happening with NS-36. A beautiful drone shot. Cutting away there is the capsule. Looks like the gantry-way has retracted. This is the moment, T-minus 1.5 minutes. Right now, we're also keeping an eye on the pressure and temperatures in the propellant tanks. We know that both need to stay in the green zone of the variables.
Executing aft bit test.
Ooh. There you are. You can see the fins kind of at the bottom of the rocket, bottom of your screen.
Vehicle is now on internal power.
There you go. You can see the fins a little bit closer up there. Wiggle and then recenter. It is all very normal. You can see right at the bottom with keen eye the engine nozzle gimbal that I mentioned earlier.
That's actually the first time I've been able to see it.
Yeah,
right at the bottom.
That's really cool. Again, all very normal. Those are our built-in checks. We are inching closer, just under a minute to flight.
Flight pressures. Switched on onboard helium. Thrust termination system is armed.
All right, at T-minus under 30 seconds, it is time to hand this off to mission control and launch this rocket. Godspeed, Space Nomads.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1.
Shepard has cleared the tower. If you look on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, you'll be able to follow along for the timing as NS-36 heads towards the Kármán line.
Engine chamber pressure looks good. 10,000 feet and climbing. Beginning throttle down for Q limiting.
A little bit of a cloudier day out in West Texas today, but you can still see New Shepard.
Looks good. Max Q, maximum dynamic pressure.
On your screen there, you can see the telemetry on the left-hand side bar. You can follow the flight trajectory today, and at the bottom you can watch the speed and the altitude climb.
Engine back up to full throttle.
That BE3 all the way at full throttle.
Chamber pressure looking good. Passing 70,000 feet and climbing.
Now, as you see on your screen, if it does go black and white, we're using infrared imaging to see through the clouds. But right there, that is a shot from the booster looking back down on West Texas.
Max ascent Gs. Beginning throttle down, stand by MECO.
Stand by MECO. Stand by MECO.
We hear some happy astronauts.
MECO confirmed.
And MECO is confirmed. That is main engine cutoff.
Standby separation.
Standby separation. Separation confirmed.
Separation is confirmed.
There you have it. Separation is confirmed. Our astronauts are experiencing 0 Gs.
As you can see, now we have 2 bars for tracking our 2 vehicles. We've got the booster on the left and the capsule on the right as they both continue their ascent to their apogee. Astronauts are experiencing 0 G and doing all sorts of fun stuff up there, taking photos, looking out the window.
Look good.
Great long-range camera shot there, both the capsule and the booster. We found a break in the clouds.
3 minutes, 15 seconds into flight.
Man, they are having a good time up there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow. And now just go have fun, guys.
Let's go have fun, guys.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Crush your legs so you don't
Passing the Karman line.
As you can hear, we just passed the Karman line.
Wow. You just float there like nothing's there. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no problem. Wow, look at that. Look at that amazing.
Looking out those big windows, amongst the biggest ever flown in space, larger than a 747 window.
Got to get a couple of selfies in there.
Capsule has reached apogee, 350,438 feet.
Wow, you're staring down to the earth.
Apogee is reached, which means they are making their way back down towards West Texas. The booster will land first, about 2 miles from the launch site on our landing pad.
4 minutes, 30 seconds into flight. Booster descending past 330,000 feet.
Now those astronauts are probably making their way slowly back to their seat to get strapped in.
Warning.
Capsule body rate's nominal.
Yep, we just heard their 1-minute warning.
That's right.
We're T+5 minutes into NS-36, our 15th human flight. We're hearing a little bit from inside the capsule. Our Astro soaking up every second.
Astronauts returning to seats. Booster descending nominal.
Booster descending nominal means everything is looking good.
Capsule reached atmospheric pierce point.
Now as the capsule re-enters the atmosphere, those astronauts are strapped in and being pushed into their seat with increasing Gs, which
Confirmed.
I'm sure is an
Booster
exciting
forward and
moment
deploy.
as they come back down to Earth. Sounds like we have deployed our aerodynamic control surfaces on the booster, which help guide and steer it back to the landing pad autonomously.
Astronauts experiencing max Gs.
We are 6.5 minutes into NS-36. You're looking at a camera from New Shepard's booster back down to West Texas as it makes its way to the landing pad. A little bit of cloud cover today out in West Texas.
Booster drag brakes deployed.
Just about to hit 10,000 feet.
Approaching engine restart.
There you hear the sonic boom. You see the engine relight.
Engine restart confirmed.
Beautiful shot. Landing legs deployed.
Booster descent nominal. Booster touchdown.
And we have booster touchdown. Great
Welcome
shot.
home, New Shepard booster. Starting booster auto-safing.
Always a sight to see. Never gets old. Always an incredible moment here. Landing that booster perfectly on our landing pad. Getting ready to auto-safe it and shortly take it back to the barn.
For our viewers who might be new here, what does auto-safing mean?
Oh, it just means that we're making sure that the vehicle is ready for people to get close to it and make sure that it's ready to go back to the barn and complete its maintenance before the next flight.
That's true. We do have a tradition here where we like to take a picture with the booster. The team does after our flight. We have reacquired a picture of the capsule. There it is.
Going through some clouds.
Yeah, that's going to make for a fun experience for
Capsule
astronauts.
deployment confirmed.
Drogues confirmed.
The drogues pull out the main parachutes.
Capsule main parachute deployment confirmed.
And there you have it.
Beautiful
All three
parachutes.
reefing, looking beautiful against
Confirmed
a cloudy
capsule
West
mains look
Texas
good.
sky.
Capsule landing zone is within expected range limits.
I love those drone shots. Now, while the parachutes are essential in providing a gentle touchdown, we also have a retro thrust system on the base of the capsule, which will make the final touchdown even smoother. You'll expect to see
Capsule
a little poof of
descending normally
dust
past
as we
1,500
land. That is all very, very normal.
That's right. It slows the capsule to about 1 mile per hour just before it lands in the West Texas desert. Just about to reach 1,000 feet.
Look how green that West Texas desert is. It must have been raining there recently.
I was just about to say.
9.5 minutes
PDF
into flight.
enabled.
Wow. That looks like a new cover photo to me.
Gosh,
Beautiful.
so pretty.
What a day to fly, too. Getting a little audio from our astronauts.
Stand by, touchdown.
Approaching retro thrust.
Stand by, touchdown.
Capsule touchdown.
And we have touchdown. Welcome back, Space Nomads.
Auto-safing start. Welcome home, NS-36.
Always incredible to see a great, easy touchdown for our New Shepard crew capsule. Now, our capsule recovery team is currently en route to meet the astronauts in the capsule. They're going to safe the capsule and get ready to open that hatch. Now, safing the capsule essentially means they're making sure everything is good to go, that the parachutes are safe and no one's going to trip over anything, making sure everything is electrically grounded and so forth. So things to do with the capsule, and CM7 will arrive shortly as well to check on everyone inside the vehicle. And on top of all that, we get to hear from the astronauts themselves here in just a little while, so stick around. This is not the end of the show.
Not at all. Now, some of the individuals that you will see on the ground helping our crew egress from the capsule, as you mentioned, Alice, are our CM7s, aka crew member 7s.
Yeah, let's break that down. So the crew that flies to space and back, as we just saw, is a crew of 6. And CM7, or crew member 7, acts as a pair of virtual crew members who are right there with the astronauts from the moment they arrive in Texas through the entire 2 days of flight training, all the way until the moment they enter and exit the crew capsule.
Now, for this flight, our CM7s are Sarah Knights and Laura Stiles. The CM7s are embedded in the mission, and then they're their first to greet the crew once they return to Earth. So let's take a look at these impressive individuals, our crew member 7s.
Command engine start. 2.
Crew member 7 is a very unique role at Blue Origin. And traveling to space is an incredibly life-changing experience.
Oh my goodness.
You want somebody who's guiding you through it that doesn't just understand the technical side of the rocket and the launch operation, but also has the soft skills to truly support you through this wonderful journey. That's why crew member 7 is so important. There are 6 people that fly on the New Shepard crew capsule. The 7th person is crew member 7.
We have 2 crew member 7s for each launch. One of the crew member 7s, they are with the astronauts pretty much 24/7. They are staying at the village, they're training them. We have another crew member 7 that serves as capsule communicator.
And that's the person who is back physically in the control room and is actually talking to the astronauts when they're in the capsule.
Everyone on the crew member 7 team has to be comfortable in a really dynamic operations environment. You have to be unflappable in anything that might come your way. We have folks from NASA, we have world record holders for skydiving, a nuclear submarine officer. It's truly a very diverse set of people bringing unique skill sets to the table.
The most important role for crew member 7 is to instill confidence in the astronauts that we fly on New Shepard. And really that comes down to a very good training program.
Safety is absolutely paramount to everything that we do here at Blue as we build this road to space.
We have a crew capsule mock-up where we run through full mission simulations.
Separation confirmed. You are free to unstrap.
So the only surprise on launch day is the incredible view outside of those windows.
This is nuts!
Where they can look at the Earth and be changed.
Oh, wow.
And bring that feeling back to Earth with an inspiration to protect the Earth. Because that's what we're doing this for. We are doing this for the benefit of Earth.
And speaking of our CM7s, you saw them in the corner of your screen. They're heading out to safe the capsule and to greet our astronauts. There is a shot from our drones. And yeah, I know this is an exciting moment for our Astros to egress, and they will share with everyone what this experience was like for them. And speaking of sharing things, we have a special video to share with you. Now, originally this video was meant for our employees here, but I said, oh no. We need this for the webcast. It is too good, and it really shares our mission and vision of everything we do here at Blue Origin. And I hope it inspires you as much as it inspires us.
Earth is this unique gem of a planet which is completely irreplaceable. The Earth is finite. There is no plan B. We have to save this planet. And if the world economy and population is to keep expanding, space is the only way to go. If we move out into the solar system, we have unlimited resources. We can have 1 trillion in the solar system, which means we'd have 1,000 Mozarts and 1,000 Einsteins. This would be an incredible civilization. And it's this generation's job to build that road to space so that the future generations can unleash their creativity. We're going to build a road to space. And then amazing things will happen.
A great shot of our drones there as they are safing the capsule, something that we've mentioned. Sarah Knights, you can see waving to the astronauts as she checks everything out. Now, as we are awaiting astronaut egress, we want to chat about our nonprofit Club for the Future, which is sending postcards to space and back on New Shepard from space enthusiasts and partners, including the Cosmic Odyssey, which collected postcards in partnership with the U.S. Space and Rocket Center and Space Camp, as well as the National Space Society. And the winning submissions are being flown from their 2024 Roadmap to Space art contest.
And now, just like we've done on all of our past missions, today's astronauts made their own postcards to fly to space. Take a look on your screen. These are some of the screenshots from their postcard creation earlier this week.
Great ones.
Every time we fly astronauts, each one creates a postcard. We pack them in their bag and send them to space with them. Here they are.
Yeah,
Tabitha, what do you
looking
think?
great. I love this. Dana, this one is so beautiful, a great thing to do, and it's such a fun tradition. Anyone can do this. Of course, there's our digital postcard drawing tool that you can use. Send your own art to space. Just go to draw.clubforthefuture.org, and you can send. There's Clint. He's working on his as well. I can't wait to see his. And then there's Vitali. That is his postcard. So you've also got a QR code on your screen. You can scan that. And on top of all of these great features, we want to talk about something special. You can join Club for the Future and Arm & Hammer for Baking Soda Rocket Day during World Space Week. Join students from across the country and launch your own baking soda bottle rocket. This is happening tomorrow. Our club team has partnered with Arm & Hammer and astronaut Emily Calandrelli, Space Center Houston, Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, and the U.S. Space and Rocket Center to spark curiosity through hands-on science and inspire students to imagine their place in the future of space exploration. To learn more about how to get involved, you can just visit bakingsodarocket.com. I believe NS-28 astronaut Emily Calandrelli also posted something that I saw on her social that was really fun of her doing one of these rockets.
Yeah, go take a look. It's such a great partnership that Club has, a mission to inspire and mobilize future generations to pursue their careers in STEAM, which of course stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, for the benefit of Earth. Check out our mission with Club for the Future at clubforfuture.org.
That's right. So we're both club ambassadors, by the way, so we love any chance we get a opportunity to tell you more about Club for the Future. Right now, we've got a great shot from our drones. You can see the stairs have been put up to the crew capsule, which means any moment we will be seeing the astronauts egressing from the capsule itself. Again, we have Dr. Clint Kelly III, who is on his second flight of New Shepard. He flew back on NS-22, and now he's got NS-36 under his belt as well.
In these final moments, the crew inside the capsule are just having their final moment together as a crew before that hatch is opened and they get to step back here on Earth, just kind of soaking in the moments that they just had together, soaking in the views that they saw and the experience they had.
Right, talking to each other about what that was really like. That's what really makes a crew, is getting these shared experiences and adventure that is completely out of this world. Literally.
Quite.
You like that?
I do.
So again, this is NS-36. We are awaiting egress of our astronauts, and the astronauts we have on board include Jeff Elgin, Dana Karaskova, Dr. Clint Kelly III, Aaron Newman, Vitaly Ostrovsky, and our undisclosed 6 crew member. Now, after the flight, our undisclosed 6 crew member did say that we can, introduce him to everyone. And I put a little thing in here to tell you a little bit more about Will Lewis, who is the chair and CEO of Insmed, a biotechnology company. He previously worked as an investment banker for the U.S. government. He earned his BA from Oberlin College with honors and an MBA/DJ cum laude from Case Western Reserve University. He is an experienced adventurer and considers NS-36 to be the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. He's the proud father of 2 children who we're going to give a shout out to, Sophia and Richard, and can be found with them in his 200-pound Mastiff Zeus. Oh
my
I
goodness.
love dogs. So a 200-pound Mastiff Zeus. I'm going to have to find his social media, see if I can see pictures of Zeus. And here you are watching NS-36 live egress. The crew is safing the capsule, getting ready to bring those astronauts out.
You see crew member 7, Sarah Knights, there in her black jumpsuit. She will shortly here open the hatch, doing some final checks and safing of the vehicle, of course. Checking for any last minute procedures we have to run, and we'll open that to you shortly.
That's right. So we are standing by, you are standing by. This is the moment that the space nomads can step foot back on Earth. It's been a beautiful day to fly, by the way. Just a little bit of cloud cover, but we had that infrared camera, and it was great to see NS-36 cross the Kármán line, come back. Everything has been great today, and Sarah Knights is there ready to welcome the crew. I think one of my favorite parts, Alice, and I don't know about you, is getting to actually see the emotional reactions that our astronauts have as they egress. And they usually are first greeted by the CM7. Again, this will be Sarah Knights on this crew, but then they get to share that experience with their friends and family who are standing by. Nearby, sometimes they're there out at the capsule recovery. And it's just such a special moment. And it's such a privilege to be able to watch it and to share it with you guys. I mean, this has become so common. But to think, 50 years ago, this would blow people's minds that we're talking about a space launch.
Our 15th human flight and eighth mission just this year. It's an incredible feat. And it never gets old, but it is becoming more common, which is a really cool thing here at Blue.
And it's really special. Again, we have more than 10,000 employees here at Blue Origin. A shout out to every single one of them. I know how hard we are all working to build a road to space for the benefit of Earth, and to be here on the desk representing you guys, and to be launching our 8th New Shepard launch this year. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, after the launch, the friends and family that you mentioned, obviously you reunite with their astronauts, and we do have a special little celebration moment afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And they get to soak in their time, in Texas, and they also get to meet some of the operations crew and maintenance crew and mission team that are all working really hard behind the scenes. So they'll go and meet those folks later today or tomorrow. And it's always really nice to introduce the astronauts to all those employees there down in West Texas, and have some handshakes and pictures.
I got to be out in West Texas for NS-31, and one of my favorite moments was actually getting to go out to the booster, which is a tried and true tradition that we do after launch, and getting to take pictures with the Astros, the entire community coming together that's out there in West Texas, and just being proud of all the work that we do here at Blue Origin. Again, you are watching NS-36. We are waiting for the egress of our Astros out of their crew capsule. We've got a nice drone shot here, and we're going to sit on this for just a moment as we prepare to have the astronauts egress any moment.
As you can As you can see, some of the additional Rivian trucks are arriving to the capsule. Those are the friends and family of the astronauts. I believe we are waiting for them to get there. We don't want to open that hatch without them standing by to give hugs and kisses to their loved ones.
Absolutely. So that means any moment now we will see the astronauts egress. We've got a nice drone shot here for you guys, but I want to go ahead and let you know that there are some comms issues, so we're not going to be able to talk to the astronauts live. I know, I was so excited to share that with you guys, but don't you worry. We are going to get those interviews, and we are going to throw them online later today, coming up shortly. With the chance to actually hear from them, because this is such a special moment. And I know that they want to share their journey, not just with their friends and family, but with anyone who's watching or anyone who's interested, or all space enthusiasts. This is something that's to be shared. So it is so great to be able to do that. And that's what we do here at Blue Origin, is we take these moments and we share it with you guys. Here we go. The hatch is open. And here comes our first crew member. Woo! Full excitement.
Everyone's got to get that classic stare photo coming out.
Oh, yeah. If I'm going to space, I'm getting that photo. You better believe it. Look Looks like Clint.
Looks like Clint.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to hear from him.
Me too.
On how round number 2 went.
Looks like Vitaly.
And there's Dana.
There's Dana, yeah. Sharing all the love, all the emotion. Oh, we got a little bit of audio. It sounds like it's coming from inside the capsule. That's cool.
Big hugs with Sarah Knights.
Yeah, she does so much work. Big shout out to Sarah Knights, a wonderful individual who has helped teach so many of us here about what we do with our new Shepard program and continues to teach any individual who wants to come in and learn more about New Shepard. So big shout out to her. And Laura Stiles, who was on our Capcom, who is also a crew member 7. Great individuals to call teammates here. So you're seeing hugs all around, sharing this moment with friends and family. Now, as we mentioned, we're not going to have live interviews today because we're having just a little bit of technical difficulty, but don't you worry, we're going to get some interviews with those astronauts and we're going to throw them online later.
And what an incredible day for all of us here at Blue, especially for our 6 astronauts on board. It was an honor to fly you to space. Now, if you'd like to follow in the pioneering footsteps of these astronauts and purchase a seat to space, simply scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to visit blueorigin.com and click the Fly to Space button. Your journey beyond the Kármán line is closer than you think.
It certainly is. And if you like to purchase a mission patch, I always do, that will commemorate today's launch. Head over to Blue Origin shop for patches and so much more, including the sweet vest I got on, the sweet jacket that Alice has on. That's right. Again, this is the patch from today's flight, which the astronauts also wore on their flight suits. My name is Tabitha Lipkin for Alice Watts and the more than 10,000 employees here at Blue Origin. Thank you so much for joining us. And until our next launch, Rodatum Verociter.
Go SpaceX, go Falcon, go NASA.